Hello and welcome to the 2023 Intellidex Top Private Banks and Wealth Managers Awards. This year is the 12th edition of the survey. The Top Private Banks and Wealth Managers Awards have established themselves as South Africa's leading assessment of these industries. My name is Dr. Grant Kruger, and I will be your host for today's event. I'm joining you today from our lovely offices in Joburg. Behind me is a view of London, where we have another office, and I'm usually based in our office in Boston in the United States. I'd have loved for us to be together in person today. I'm here with my team, and let me tell you, it's awesome to be together. Next year, we'll try our best to bring us all together. As you know by now, this research is designed as a guide for potential clients to establish which firms will best serve their needs. It also generates substantial analysis of clients' opinions on the industry. This research, the data we collect and the insights we share is useful to firms that want to improve their products and services. I'm looking forward to sharing with you the findings of our research for 2023 and announce all of the winners and all of the categories for you. Folks, we have some interesting and exciting changes ahead for this year with a comprehensive set of new awards for private banking. Last year we had 12 awards. This year we have 18. Our program for today kicks off with a short presentation from our sponsor, IRES. We'd like to express our deepest gratitude and appreciation to you for sponsoring this research once again. After that, we'll have a word from our own Director of Capital Markets and Political Economy, Peter Attard-Mondalto, and he'll be speaking to us about the political climate in South Africa. I will then have a chance to take you through some of the highlights of the research from this year. And then, folks, we'll get into the awards. We'll also hear a few words from our two external judges, Jennifer Henry and Hobbs Mojalefa. Jennifer has been president of the CFA Society South Africa since September 2021. She's a CFA charter holder and a certified financial risk manager. Jennifer is also the Deputy Chief Investment Officer at Stanlib Innate. We at Intellidex have been working with her for many years on other projects, for example, the Financial Mail's Top Analyst Awards. Hobbs Mojalefa is the founder of Tisetso Research Analytics, a US-based private client fundamental and technical research business founded in March 2021. Prior to founding Tisetso, he was the CEO and stockbroker in control at two prominent private client stockbroking and portfolio management firms here in South Africa. He has more than 20 years of industry experience. With these two judges and their extensive knowledge of the industry, we can ensure that the judging process is both credible and independent. Folks, it's a full program, but we will do our absolute best to keep as close to an hour as possible. We'd like to give you, the winners, ample time to go out and celebrate. So before we begin, just a quick few housekeeping elements. You know all of these by now. We've been doing video webinars and events for so long. Please ensure that your mics are off, that your videos are turned off. We've asked all the firms that have been nominated for awards to nominate people on their behalf, rather, and those folks will call on you when we're ready to talk to you. So when the award is given, we'll give you a signal to turn on your mic and your camera, and then you'll have a chance to share a few words with us. All right, with that out of the way, let's kick things off right away. I'd like to welcome Barry van Zyl, who is the Head of Client Success for Wealth South Africa at IRES. Barry, hello.
Hi, and thanks for having me. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to all of the nominees and guests at this year's Intellidex Private Banks and Wealth Management Awards. As the Head of Client Success for IRES South Africa Wealth, I'm also honored to be delivering this note of thanks on behalf of everyone at Iris. I would like to first take a moment to express our gratitude to Intellidex for their unwavering commitment to supporting the local financial services industry. Over the last 12 years, Intellidex has played a vital role in driving and facilitating this trusted assessment of wealth managers and private banks in South Africa. Iris has been a sponsor of this renowned award ceremony for the past 6 years. And for those who don't know, Iris is a dedicated software partner to the financial services industry, specializing in providing cutting-edge financial advice and investment management software. Our comprehensive suite of solutions caters to the needs of investment managers, fund managers, and private wealth managers worldwide. So as a partner, we are committed to a deep understanding of the survey findings, staying attuned to the ever-evolving needs of the industry and our clients, and continuously adapting and improving our platform offerings. In 2022, over 70% of the top performers across all categories of Intellidex relied on our solutions to achieve their impressive rankings within the top 5. And this year, the survey saw close to 12,000 participants take time to provide valuable inputs and opinions. Insights provided from this year's survey unpack some real industry challenges that help guide businesses like Iris in addressing these needs. And given Iris's new strategic direction to 2028 under our Horizon initiatives, we have already embarked on providing solutions to some of these industry challenges, and they include a number of things such as enhanced data coverage and standard modernized reporting, effective client-facing portals and mobile solutions for ease of business with your end consumer, wider training content made available through multiple learning channels, key focus on cyber data security, administrative compliance processes, scalable solutions to fit any business needs, and integration of different applications to ensure greater business efficiency and flexibility. So for those that have trusted Iris as the leading software provider, you have a lot to look forward to. In conclusion, and on behalf of Iris, I would like to express our unwavering support and gratitude to the entire financial services industry. We commend each and every nominee for their exceptional effort and talent, as being a category winner signifies an outstanding achievement. So good luck to all the nominees, and well done to all of you for doing your part in building a world-class wealth industry in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Gary, thank you. We're incredibly grateful to Iris for supporting us for all these years. We certainly cannot do this without you. Folks, a short video from Iris to help us learn just a little bit more about this incredible firm.
Better. It's something we all strive for, at least to be better than we were yesterday. Whether that's better at staying healthy, managing our time, helping others, learning, problem solving, and even relaxing. At Iris, we've always been determined to find a better way. It's been our aim since we began. When we saw a better way for brokers to trade the market, a better way for professionals to deliver advice to their clients, a better way for lenders to help home buyers, a better way for super funds to help their members. From people like this guy, to these guys, and her, and him, and them, and now them. In fact, all of us. In Australia, New Zealand, Canada, South Africa, Asia, and the UK. We've supported the biggest and brightest names in financial services, helping them transform and win, and will continue to aim for better, no matter what shape that takes, because it's what we do, it's who we are, and it's what we believe in. Technology that helps people perform better every day.
Once again, a huge thank you to Iris for all your support. Folks, we've been at this for a while. Intellidex launched the Top Private Banks and Wealth Managers Awards in 2012. At that point, we only had a phone questionnaire. Over the years, we've added a number of customer insights to the project, enabling us to introduce various award categories. In 2013, we added the client survey, and this helped us create the People's Choice Awards. This year, we celebrate the 12th edition of this comprehensive public analysis of wealth management and private banking in South Africa. Folks, this doesn't happen by magic. Here's the team responsible for doing all of the hard work behind the scenes to bring you these awards. You might remember last year we were on 20 people if you counted. We're close to 30 this year, so that's almost 50% growth in our team. As you can see there, we have offices, like I said earlier, South Africa, London, and the United States, Boston, which is where I am. We are deeply appreciative of every single member of our team and the hard work and their contributions to this project. Speaking of the team, we'd like to now welcome our very own Peter Attard Montalto, our head of capital markets and political economy. We've certainly faced a tough economic quarter with skyrocketing costs of living, ever-increasing fuel costs, and rising interest rates. To share some insight of the political landscape in South Africa, here is Peter. Peter, welcome. Over to you.
Cool. Thank you very much, Grant. I'm just here in Johannesburg, just stepped out of a meeting actually talking about structural reforms with the government, but we wanted to deliver to you 4 dramatic issues that we're watching, that we're discussing with our clients. We deal with banks, with asset managers, with high net individuals through various different routes, with governments and other people. And this is just a little flavor, just in a couple of minutes, that we want to talk about. So the first one, the next slide, we are talking about foreign policy. I don't think people have quite fully understood that foreign policy was not an issue for investors really until literally a month ago. The historic outings of the ANC and of government had very limited impact in the last 20 years on markets, on growth. That, of course, has now all changed as we're seeing South Africa in an increasingly difficult position with the US in particular, but also with the EU and the UK as well. There are many events coming up on this, in particular the AGOA recertification process is now kicking off. We're going to see that coming to fruition through into the start of next year. But there's some very important meetings in the Senate coming up in the next couple of months on that as well. And a meaningful amount, not huge, not as much as some people say, but a meaningful amount of GDP, about 3%, that could be lost, that would have to find markets elsewhere if South Africa were to lose AGOA certification. But this is much broader than Russia. I think people think this is just about Russia. There are money laundering concerns about South Africa. There is the FATF grey listing issue. There is terrorist financing problems that some foreign states like the UK and US have with South Africa as well. So there is a broad set of foreign policy risks coming down on South Africa that we need to be very conscious of. Of course, it caused a huge round trip in the bond market in the last month, and the SARB highlighting the risks to the yield curve going forwards of repricing off the back of some of this. On to the next risk on the next slide. We are at the end of the nominal SARB rate hike cycle. We've seen, coming up for 350 basis points, 375 basis points of rate hikes, but we basically are seeing a lot more coming in terms of real rates. That's nominal interest rates minus inflation, and that's because inflation is dropping very rapidly, and we're quite worried about this. We think it feeds strongly into the impairments of households. It feeds strongly into the sort of underlying cost of credit that the economy faces, and as a result, we're expecting consumption, for instance, to slow down a little bit into the end of the year as this additional 200 basis points of real policy rate hikes actually come through, even just with one more 25 basis point hike that we see from the SARB coming through in the July meeting. And we don't see nominal rates being cut until next year. So I think this is this sort of hidden shock that is coming. The SARB remains very worried about inflation. We think maybe a little bit too worried, but they remain very worried about medium-run, long-term inflation stickiness, and as a result are going to keep policy rates very tight by this metric in the year ahead. But there are 2 negative risks. If we think the slightly more positive on the next slide, I think there is a lack of maybe full appreciation of the sheer wall of energy projects now coming on stream. And we show the build-up on the right-hand side in the bars, which are capacity, and then the line, which is actual energy, once you take into account limited capacity factors. And there is this big, basically, step up that we're seeing to a peak in 2026 when we see major gas projects coming on stream. And these are pretty conservative estimates. We, for instance, within this have slashed the amount of municipal procurement that we see coming on stream. We've taken a very conservative estimate on the REAP rounds that are coming on stream. But you'll see there some important contributions that are not talked about enough, in particular rooftop solar. We think that peaks out around next year with tax incentives about 3 gigawatts. And all this means that we can actually see a substantive end to load shedding through the end of 2025, even assuming the economy is growing a little bit above consensus. And this is thanks to the NECOM reforms, the National Energy Crisis Committee reforms, working. They're taking time, certainly, to filter through. As you'll see, the build-up takes a few years here. But we do think there is an end in sight, assuming that the election allows those reforms to continue and not be reversed, and assuming that this wall of capacity can be financed. So we are definitely more positive, I think, than consensus on energy investments to come, but still a difficult winter peak and probably a difficult period in February next year to get through as well. And then just onto our final point, we are relatively sanguine on politics overall. And on the next slide, we basically, I think, see largely status quo. Now, status quo, of course, is not necessarily positive in and of itself, but I think people were very worried around downside risks, are very worried on downside risks around the EFF coalition, unstable DA-ANC coalitions, which we think would be unstable if they were to occur. But what we can see on the right-hand graph is that the swing in by-election results basically shows, with the exception of the IFP, that parties are roughly around where they were at in the local elections in 2021. And if we take that through to a result, it means we see the ANC on about 47 next year and can form a coalition with the IFP, who will probably get nationally maybe around 5 to 6% next year. We think that's a largely status quo view. It means slow but steady structural reforms. It means low growth. It means you're not dealing with many problems, for sure, on inequality, on education, on things like that. But we think largely status quo, again, is slightly more of a positive outcome or more constructive outcome than much of consensus has. So that just sort of wraps it up. That was a very quick whiz through 4 issues that we are talking to our clients about at the moment. As I said, we are, despite its uncertainty, unusually constructive. I was always famously bearish on so many issues. Now, of course, it's going to take some time to work these things out, but we think if you look through some of the shorter run issues and we can see the election pass, you can see this winter peak pass for electricity, then we can return to slightly better growth rates of just below 2%. But I'll hand back to you there, Grant. If people want to take the conversation further, very happy to look me up on LinkedIn or contact one of attendees, representatives at Intellidex. Thanks very much, Grant.
Peter, thank you. Thank you for squeezing us in. We were watching when you'd be landing and your flight coming into Joburg. So we're really glad that we've had you today. Thank you so much. Folks, I think that input from Peter really underscores the value that you add to your clients. Navigating all of this complexity, all of these challenges, all of these risks, and still delivering the kinds of returns that help people ensure that they have stability and sustainability in their personal finances is where you make magic. Peter and his team do phenomenal work, and I'm happy to pass on any contact details if anybody's interested. Peter, thank you for joining us once again. I will see you tomorrow. Folks, you've just had a taste of Peter's work, and he works with a lot of CEOs across the country to give them strategic insights into the political situation here. That's just one example of the work we do. On screen now, you'll see a few others. The effect of load shedding on South African listed companies. This is a report by our equities team that focuses on mismanagement and corruption and how those have constrained electricity supply. The report also looks at the effects of blackouts on companies across sectors, rising prices, interest rates, and how low real wage growth dim consumer outlook. The next one there in the middle, it's our brand new baby, that one, Top Investor Relations. We launched that in 2021. These awards are based on an online survey of investment professionals on the buy and sell sides, which help investor relations practitioners fulfill their important role in enabling investors to make informed decisions. One of our older babies on the far right, Top Securities Brokers. This survey stands out as the truly only independent assessment of South Africa's broking industry. Clients rank their brokers on products and services to help them determine which brokers are best at what. And now for a big announcement. Folks, we're happy as Intellidex to announce that at the end of August, we will be launching, with the support of the First Rand Group, Africa's Impact Investment Awards. These awards will serve to showcase this new world of possibilities to investors that have not yet taken the step to impact investing. This, in turn, could, of course, facilitate greater access to capital, particularly for smaller social enterprises. We'd like to invite you to explore these projects and other reports on our website at intellidex.co.za. Also, just a reminder, we are available to do any research work at your request. Folks, back to this year's award, and quickly a word on methodology. I think Barry beat me to it when he announced the number. We had a record participation, folks, in the survey this year. Last year was a record, it's a record again this year. We topped out at 11,788 of your clients in this year's survey. It's certainly the biggest yet. These clients come from 49 wealth management firms and 6 private banks. We had 17 firms submit their questionnaires this year, which makes them eligible for the awards that require firm submissions. These awards include Top Wealth Manager of the Year for large institutions, Top Wealth Manager of the Year for boutique firms, and the Top Private Bank. This year, we have added archetype awards for the private banking industry alongside those for wealth management. We also have, sorry, let me just repeat that. We have, just to remind folks, the 6 archetypes awards that we have: the lump sum investor, the young professional, the entrepreneur, executive, retiree, and the wealthy family. And folks, these awards require that firms submit. So if you'd like to be eligible for those archetype awards, we do need to get your firm to submit your questionnaire to us. As you know, the survey has 2 components: a questionnaire completed by participating firms and a very comprehensive client survey. As we work, we continue to increase the client feedback in the various categories for the awards. For example, after requests from the market, we introduced the archetype awards for private banking. And this year, in addition, we've added an individual award. Recall, in about 2018, we added the Top Relationship Manager Award, very well received in the industry. And I'm very happy to say we've done the same for private banking. We're going to be recognizing this year for the first time individual private bankers. So this year, we've added an award called the Top Private Banker Award. The main areas of focus for the overall survey remains on client satisfaction levels in your products and services, their investment returns, and whether they're getting value for money, and very importantly, whether they would recommend your service to other people that they know. The judging and scoring remains relatively the same, with the bulk of the rankings determined by clients themselves. I'd like to now move on to share with you some findings from the client survey. We'll start with the wealth management side of the survey and then move on to private banking. In these first few slides, we'll show you a quick overview of some of the demographics and the profiles of the clients in the survey. Our reports have much more detail and many more demographic dimensions. We've selected a few to share with you today. The first is, which of the following best describes your financial situation? This year, you can see that almost a third of respondents are retirees, and almost a quarter are young professionals. Next, we ask, how long have you been a client of your wealth manager? This year, we have had a major jump of long-term clients at 22%, and it is impressive to see the level of client retention in the industry. Overall, 44% of clients in the survey have been with firms for longer than 10 years. A counter trend to this is slightly of concern to us in terms of new clients coming into the industry. We'd like to see those numbers pick up on the far left-hand side of this graph. So folks, more work to be done to build up new clients. Next, we ask, what is the approximate value of assets that your wealth manager advises you on or manages on your behalf? Folks, a trend that we are clearly observing is a decline in the clients who have assets worth over 1 million rand and above. But the market seems to have attracted a substantial number of clients with asset levels lower than 500,000 rand on the far left-hand side of the graph there. In the next two slides, we see slightly similar trends. We ask, do you think your wealth manager could improve its offering to meet your specific needs? We know it's too early to call. However, we are noting that more clients are already starting to say that they need improvements in their services to accommodate their needs. Folks, if you notice that wave in the graph as we look at it. So we're monitoring this trend, but we are concerned that we are seeing the trend reversing again. So we're keeping eyes on this for you. We can see that client sentiments have returned to pre-COVID levels. Folks, this year we've actually added the 2019 year. Ordinarily, we would show you just 4 years. But because we wanted to share with you more insights into what the pandemic has done and potential long-term effects of the pandemic, we've included the 2019 results as well. So that's what you'll be seeing in the reports coming to you as well. You can see that we've seen consistent improvements between 2020 and 2022, but now we're watching this reversal again in 2023. How likely are you to recommend your wealth manager to others? Again, we've tried our best to respond to firms' requests to include a net promoter score, and that's based on a question on whether clients would recommend their wealth manager to others. Folks, the good news here is that 58% of your clients are promoters, which means that the net promoter score for the industry is 42. This score should be considered as very, very good, as the benchmark generally is a score above 20 is great and above 50 is amazing. Anywhere above 80 is in the top percentile. We can never forget that we also note that the 16% on the far left of clients are detractors, which also then a quarter are passive. So there's some work to be done there. Clients in these two groups are less likely to recommend their firms to others. Now moving on to some findings in private banking. We ask clients here, which of the following best describes your situation? So you can see again, we're bringing back these archetypes to be able to show you the client types that we are able to survey. We've introduced a stronger archetype profiling in the private banking part of the survey. You can see there that 17% of clients answered other to this question, which means that we need to do a bit more work to refine these archetypes for private banking. However, for now, we've tried to match the archetypes with the wealth management archetypes, and this is what we see. Young professionals and retirees are also the biggest segments in the private banking industry survey. Remember, those were the two biggest groups as well on the wealth management side. Next, we ask clients, how long have you been a client of your private bank? Take a look, folks. We see there's a substantial increase in clients who have been with their wealth managers and private banks for more than 20 years. Again, similar to the wealth management survey. We think there are two reasons for this. So we're hypothesizing here that firstly, we know that you have this year done a great job of promoting the survey to your clients. That explains part of the huge participation rate. But there's also a possibility, we think, that older clients really want their voices heard. Our next question Do you think your private bank could improve its offering to meet your specific needs? Here we see an opposite trend than for wealth management. There is a significant decrease in the percentage of clients who reckon that no improvement is needed. But more than half say that there is room for improvement. How likely are you to recommend your private bank to others? The Net Promoter Score is calculated by subtracting the percentage of promoters from the percentage of detractors. So private banking, your Net Promoter Score for the industry this year is 12. That is considerably lower than wealth management. They had 42. For our reports for firms, we draw on the submissions of firms, the client survey, as well as other financial services and the sector surveys that we are able to access. The awards the team behind the awards do a wealth of work to pull together primary research through the survey, as well as some secondary research that we bring to give you deeper insights into what we're learning about your industry. We consider the sample size to be a meaningful reflection of the universe of clients in the South African private banks and wealth management industries. These reports that we offer, many of you have seen these reports, folks. We offer you 3 different kinds of reports. One that is the client views report, which is a summary of the survey findings. A second kind of report brings together the survey findings with an analysis of your firm's performance in the awards. And the third brings those 2 together with deeper market intelligence, including sharing with you details about market share, segmentation analysis, trends in the industry, technology challenges, new developments, mergers and acquisitions, and all sorts of other creative and interesting insights that we're able to deliver for you. Get in touch with us, folks. We can develop these reports for you, and we will be happy to see what we can do to service you directly. I'm sure you've all been waiting for this moment. We'll move on now to this year's top private banks and wealth management awards. A reminder, folks, that these awards have a substantial amount of input, and we've introduced new awards. On the wealth management side, the awards are exactly the same as they were last year. For private banking, again, a reminder, we've included Archetypes Awards and the Top Private Banker Award. We're also showing you here the order of the awards today. We'll present the Archetype Awards first for wealth management and private banking, and then we'll move to the overall awards. But first, a word from one of our independent judges. Please welcome Jennifer Henry, President of the CFA Society South Africa.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to Intellidex for allowing me to be a judge on this year's Top Private Bank and Wealth Managers Awards. The judging process involved qualitatively reviewing certain questions and case study submissions by the private banks and wealth managers. It really has been a valuable experience to see the various approaches used, and now I have a fuller appreciation for all the complexity that advisors need to wade through in giving clients sound advice. Therefore, it's so important to acknowledge the effort and dedication demonstrated by all participants, and it's evident that a great deal of thought and analysis went into developing these submissions. Each submission had a very unique perspective and approach, which actually made the judging process both challenging and rewarding. From a case study perspective, standout submissions provided robust risk analysis, presenting a reasonable basis for the chosen risk profile and linking this to an appropriate real return objective, which was then tied into well-aligned asset allocations. Clients' shorter-term liquidity needs were catered for by standout submissions, and fees were very well disclosed, with many proposed solutions taking into consideration tax implications and the use of offshore solutions, which were very innovative. Once again, I want to express my appreciation to all the participants for their hard work and their dedication in preparing for their submissions. Your care and consideration for your clients and their unique needs really came through in all the submissions. And the insights and ideas presented have contributed to a vibrant and engaging review process. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.
We're incredibly grateful to Jennifer for her guidance and expertise for this year's judging process. Folks, a quick reminder, we'll be starting with the Archetype Awards, and there we go. We have a little description and an explanation for what each of the archetypes stand for and what they represent. The Archetype Awards are significant because they honor firms that provide service excellence to specific client segments, and the categories are, as you see them there, the lump sum investor, the young professional, the entrepreneur, the executive, the retiree, and wealthy family. Archetype Awards give us the ability to recognize these firms that cater to special market segments and celebrate the strength of their focus. The Archetype Awards, except for the wealthy family category, are 90% based on client ratings and 10% on peer ratings from participating firms. Firms that participate in the wealthy family category submitted a case study, which was evaluated by the judges. Our first award this afternoon is the Lump Sum Investor Award in the Wealth Management category. This archetype is typically a person who has received a large amount of capital to invest and needs advice on how to manage it. In third place, we have BDO Wealth Advisors. In second place, Efficient Wealth. And our winner for a second consecutive year in 2023 is PSG Wealth.
Thank you, Intellidex,
Congratulations
for
to
the
PSG
award.
Wealth.
Thank you.
Johannes, please go ahead.
Thank you, Intellidex, for the award. We believe our advisors are well qualified and experienced to provide our clients with best advice and investment options to meet their goals. Whether it is for saving for a specific goal like an overseas holiday or for a more holistic long-term investment goal. We really appreciate the award and we're proud to be nominated as the winner. Thank you, Grant.
Thank you, Johannes, and congratulations to your team. On to the Young Professional Award. This archetype refers to young professionals earning a substantial salary and need help and the expertise of a wealth manager to help them and guide them with their investments. In third place, BDO Wealth Advisors. In second place, PSG Wealth. And our winner for 2023, up from second place last year, Centric Wealth Advisory. Accepting the award on behalf of Centric is Sean Power.
Hi, Grant. Thank you very much to Intellidex again for running these awards and that. And thank you to our team for all the work that they've put in to get us to where we are. And most importantly, thank you to our clients for obviously, the way that they reply to these questionnaires and surveys. So without them, we couldn't be where we are. So thank you very much.
Well deserved. Thank you, folks. Now we present the Entrepreneur Award. This archetype represents a person involved in one or more successful business ventures who needs a range of services related to investments and business-related services. In third place, we have PSG Wealth. In second place, Efficient Wealth. And our winner for 2023 is once again Centric Wealth Advisory. Sean.
Yes, right. Thank you
Congratulations.
again. I think same thing again is thank you to our team and our staff for the work that they've put in, and then thank you again to our clients for all the work that they've done in these surveys for us. Thank you.
Well done, Sean and team. Next, the executive archetype represents a career executive, often with complicated investment needs, requiring financial engineering skills, as well as solid investment advice. Now on to our winners. In third place, Brenthurst Wealth Management. In second place, Efficient Wealth. And scooping up first place from second place last year is PSG Wealth. Johannes?
Thank you so much, Grant. We're really proud about this award. I believe our advisors balance personal interaction and use technology such as digital meetings to best suit clients' needs where they don't have a lot of time. And I think this is really where we added value to our wealthy executives. Thank you once again.
Thank you and congratulations. On to the Retiree Archetype Award, which represents retired people who need wealth management advice regarding their retirement portfolios. In third place, BDO Wealth Advisors. In second place, Centric Wealth Advisory. And our winner for 2023 for the second consecutive year, PSG Wealth, Johannes.
Thank you, Grant. This is a great award for us to win. As you said, this category was introduced last year, so we're proud to once again win this award. It's such a responsible job to manage the wealth of retirees, so there's no room for error. I want to thank our advisors for the relationships that they build with their clients and the professional service that they provide to the clients so that they provide them with financial peace of mind. Thank you, Grant.
Congratulations. On to the last archetype award under wealth management, and that is the Wealthy Family Award. This award recognizes firms that cater to exceptionally wealthy, ultra-wealthy families, and those usually have complex business interests requiring a full family office and international services. In third place, we have a tie between FNB and RMB. In second place, Sanlam Private Wealth. And our winner for the 2023 Archetype Award for the Wealthy Family is once again Nedbank Private Wealth. Congratulations, Nedbank. Nandiswa, I saw you turn on your camera just now. Please accept this award.
Thank you, Grant, and really thank you to Intellidex for this award. It really is an honor for me to be accepting this award on behalf of Nedbank Private Wealth. I think at Nedbank Private Wealth, we have consistently provided globally integrated and really deeply personal advice, which has been recognized by awards such as this. And this is an accolade that serves as an independent endorsement of our commitment really to serve our clients and their families with excellence across generations. So really a pleasure to receive this award on behalf of our firm.
Congratulations, Nandiswa, to you and your team. This award was a tough race, folks. We had incredibly high quality submissions from firms. And so we are so grateful to our external judges for helping us to make that determination. It was very tough. I can't say enough how high the quality of submissions was this year. So congratulations. It was a tough race. Nedbank Private Wealth, you're a deserved winner. Folks, the brand new set of awards for this year. the Private Banking Archetype Awards. First, we'll start with the Lump Sum Investor Award. In third place, we have Nedbank Private Wealth. In second place, FNB Private Wealth. And our winner for the inaugural Private Banking Lump Sum Investor Award is Standard Bank Private Banking. Congratulations to Standard Bank, and here to receive their award, Shamil.
Wow, thanks you, Grant, so much. I mean, to win the inaugural award is such an amazing experience. And I think from a Standard Bank perspective, we really want to be there when it matters most for our clients, but making sure we are always relevant from a market perspective. So achieving this award as an inaugural award is truly auspicious for us. And we expect to get the award going forward every year on from here. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Shamil, congratulations. Let me just say, in our experience, keep the hard work going. The other firms are coming after it. So keep it up, improve the game.
We will always be ahead of the game. So thank you so much.
Yeah, very well done. Folks, our second Archetype Award in Private Banking, the Young Professional Award. In third place, RMB Private Bank. In second place, FNB Private Wealth. And our winner for the inaugural Archetype Award for Private Banking Young Professional, Nedbank Private Wealth. Nandiswa, congratulations.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, it's an honor to be winning this inaugural award. I am deeply proud of my team and all the stuff that we have in Nedbank Private Wealth. I think the work that we do through really offering our Connected Wealth CVP is really aligned to Nedbank's purpose of using our financial expertise to do good. So I'm deeply proud that we've been able to position ourselves in this way for the young professionals. Thank you.
Nandiswa, thank you. I'm going to ask next time that you potentially get an award, I'm not saying you're getting one, but please get your camera up for us. We'd love to see you. Congratulations. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought it went on. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Folks, now we'd like to present the inaugural Entrepreneur Award for Private Banking. In third place, FNB Private Wealth. In second place, Nedbank Private Wealth. And our winner for this inaugural award, RMB Private Bank. Accepting the award on behalf of RMB Private Bank, Pravesh Sankar. Pravesh, hello.
Hi, Grant. Thanks very much. We're very honored and proud to win this award. We've invested a lot of time in our private bankers, converging them to private advisors. So it's good to see that some of the hard work is now finally paying off. So thank you very much to you and your team.
Congratulations. Thank you very much for joining us. Folks, next we have the Executive Archetype Award. In third place, RMB Private Bank. In second place, Nedbank Private Wealth. And our winner for the inaugural award for the Executive Archetype in Private Banking is FNB Private Wealth. Accepting the award on behalf of FNB Private Wealth, Pravesh.
Thanks again, Grant. I've got the wrong background for this award, but I'm very privileged to accept it on behalf of my team. Thank you very much.
Thank you for accepting on behalf of the team. Thank you. Folks, on to the Retiree Archetype Award in Private Banking. In third place, RMB Private Bank. In second place, Standard Bank Private Bank. And our winner for the 2023 inaugural Archetype Award for the Retiree is Nedbank Private Wealth. Nandiswa and Camera.
Yes, me and camera back on. Thank you so much, Grant. Really appreciate the honor. I am immensely proud of what Nedbank stands for and really looking after our retirees. It really is an honor. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Congratulations to you and your team for all of the hard work. Folks, that concludes all of our Archetype Awards for today's ceremony. But before we move on, a quick word from our other independent judge, Hobbs Mojalefa, the founder of Tesetso Research. Hobbs, there we go.
Good afternoon.
Hi, welcome.
Good afternoon, Grant. No, thanks for having me. It was a very robust process that we went through. And as you mentioned, also highly competitive. And I really enjoyed the process. I think from my perspective, there were really just three things I wanted to highlight, perhaps some of the more softer issues. And there were comments that came back from the firms that I thought would be good just give feedback to the industry. So the one was around people, so the staff within the firms themselves. The second one was around the complexity, so increasing complexity of doing wealth management. And the third one was where I'm quite passionate around is, and it's really not shouting at the industry, but I think it's a heads up to say digital assets were not part of any of the responses in terms of solutions. And I think that going forward, it's something that the industry needs to look at. So the comment around people was essentially in the response, most of the firms commented that one of the biggest challenges was having good people. And it's something that we've known that, you know, in our industry, being client facing, you need to ensure that your staff are able to interact and interface. So, you know, perhaps AI technology is probably going to be used a lot more, and you've seen that come through. The second one was just around complexity, and the complexity is really stemming from the fact that from a generational perspective, the new generation is moving offshore, living offshore, and traditionally the investments were used and were designed to cater perhaps a lot more for onshore living. So it's now international regulation, it's now relocations, it's now thinking of also sustaining wealth in hard currency terms. And I think one of the highlights or one of the things that really stood out from that comment was pretty much around families now realize to a certain extent how little they have once they start converting their currency into offshore. So that was the second one. The third one is where I've been positioning myself and for quite some time in saying that we're getting close, we're going to see digital assets as an accepted asset class. Industry pushback is normally around barriers. So the one is regulation. And the second one is, I think, fear, lack of understanding, and also being very comfortable with the traditional investment sort of landscape. And I think the key thing for me is around regulation. Until that gets unlocked or there's clarity, you're still going to see lots of hesitancy. But I think we're getting there, Grant. If you have a look at the recent notice from the FSCA, where they've given an exemption, I think until the end of November, for FSPs to register the crypto asset class and also for the reps to also get a bit of an exemption. I think that's a positive step. Internationally, particularly in the UK and Europe, you're also seeing a bit more around regulation, around digital assets and kind of where we are heading to. And then there's a big case in the US on a company called Ripple that we mentioned previously to the audience. And I think that is one of kind of the big catalysts that we need to see how regulation lands. The big challenge around regulation is that this digital assets are borderless. And therefore, you really need regulation that transcends borders and or coordination across countries. So our view still come 2024, 2025, you're going to see a lot more moving towards that regulation and also a lot more acceptance. But looking sort of towards this year or towards close of this year, I think two key things to have a look at. The one is the BRICS Summit. Lot has been said, Grant, around how the countries are coordinating with each other, how additional countries are trying to join the BRICS, and there's this sort of currency wars happening between the West and the BRICS nations. I'm expecting quite a bit of turmoil into that announcement. And then the other one, I think, is we saw a bit of a wobble early on this year with the regional banks in the US. And I think we're not quite over the hurdle. So those are kind of two key items or elements that we need to just look at as we go towards the end of the year. And then I guess just in closing, it's more some of the remedies and more of a positive spin to things. I do think that wealth management firms need to really look at their asset allocation, whether it's strategic or tactical, and be a bit more defensive. And selfishly, I will say, look at digital assets as a class to potentially include. We are more than happy to assist and have a partnership with an offshore company that's been in the game for the last 5 to 7 years. And we really want to help industry to kind of close that gap and get educated and also assist clients with understanding the role of digital assets and how they can incorporate them into their portfolios. Thank you, Grant.
Hobbs, thank you. Thank you for today and for all of the time that you've spent with us and our team to make the judging process smooth and to give us all of those insights. Hobbs, I can't thank you enough. Thank you. This was the second year that we've had you and we are delighted. Thank you so much. Folks, we're going back to the awards. We'll now present the top relationship manager and the top private banker awards. These awards laud individuals who consistently provide excellent service and have fostered strong, personal, and trustworthy relationships with their clients. It is a fantastic achievement to perform well in these two awards. In third place, the top relationship manager in wealth management. From PSG Wealth, Warren Forbes. In second place, Alan Hannon from BDO, and a joint Charles McAllister from Centric Wealth Advisory. Our top relationship manager for 2023, get ready folks, Janae Scott, also from Centric Wealth Advisory. Her clients are highly complimentary. One says, Janae is passionate about her work and is always more than willing to assist. She knows the markets and her advice is solid. A huge congratulations to Janae. Janae is unable to join us today, but you can see there we've got Storm.
I am here.
I've got it here.
We roped it in, Grant.
Yeah.
Oh,
We wrote in, Grant. Thank
Yay.
you very much. And it's wonderful that my clients have said that about me. I try my absolute best with them. So really, and I've got fantastic clients and fantastic relationships. So thank you. I'm absolutely delighted. Thank you, Grant.
awesome, Janae. I'm so happy that we had you. We were unsure if you were going to be able to join us. Now we get to say congratulations directly to you. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Folks, as we mentioned earlier, the top private banker award is brand new this year. In third place, from Absa Private Wealth and Banking, Ruby Pinar. In second place, from Nedbank Private Wealth, Louise Davis. Folks, it was a tough one to make the final decision on this one. And we have a tie. Congratulations to our two winners, Hanali van der Nest from Absa Private Wealth and Radesh Singh from Nedbank Private Wealth. Clients are delighted with the service of these two achievers. Hanneli is professional and is always available, even after hours, says one client. She believes in her products and is very knowledgeable and always goes the extra mile. Another client says this about Radesh. He is one of the best bankers I have ever met. He is honest, he offers great advice, he gets back to us quickly, and it's always a pleasure to engage with him. A big congratulations to Hanneli. If Hanneli is not with us, I'm going to ask John Chabalala, who's the head of private banking, to accept the award on her behalf.
She is here, Grant. Hanneli is around. Hanneli?
Oh, there we go. Hanneli, congratulations. Can you unmute your mic, please?
Thank you, Grant. Wow, I'm so overwhelmed. Yeah, initially when I got the invitation, I thought it was a mistake. I thought they sent it to the wrong person. So yeah, so I just want to say, what can I say? To my clients, they're the reason why I'm here. And to Absa and John, just thank you for allowing me to do my dream job, to get to the office every day and to deal with these wonderful clients and to allow me just to love on them and care for them and try to add a bit of value. So what a wonderful privilege and an honor. Thank you so much.
Hanneli, thank you. Wow. That caught me. Well done. That was a wonderful, wonderful thank you there. We'd also like to say congratulations to our joint winner, Radesh. Radesh, if you're with us, please turn on your mic, turn on your camera. We'd like to congratulate you. If Radesh is not here, we'd like to ask Nandiswa to accept the award on his behalf.
Yes, Grant, I'm immensely proud of Radesh. I am basically sore that he's not able to be with us and accept this award, but I will send the congratulations to him. I'm immensely proud of him. He's done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. Please pass on our sincere congratulations to your wonderful private banker, Radesh. Folks, next we have the overall winners categories. So first, the overall winner for the top wealth manager, large institutions. In third place, RMB Private Bank. In second place, again this year, Nedbank Private Wealth. And our overall winner for 2023, top wealth manager, large institutions, PSG Wealth. Folks, it's been a winning streak for PSG Wealth. This is the 5th consecutive year that PSG Wealth wins the top wealth manager award for large institutions. Here to accept the award, Johannes, you're back.
Thank you so much, Grant, and thank you to Intellidex. We are really humbled to once again win this prestigious award. And I really want to thank our loyal clients as well as our 590 wealth advisors, because they continue to provide quality wealth management and advice to our clients. I also want to thank the management team for their contribution in this regard. And really, we are thankful to Intellidex and for all the support from our clients. Thank you.
Johannes, thank you very much and congratulations. Folks, next up, the Top Wealth Manager Award for boutiques. In third place, BDO Wealth Advisors. In second place, Brenthurst Wealth Management. And our winner for this year's Top Wealth Manager Award boutiques, Centric Wealth Advisory for a second consecutive year. Sean, accept the award.
Yeah, thank you. We are over the moon. We were over the moon with Janae winning Top Wealth Advisor. And now with this one, it's like a cherry on the top. Yeah, we're very proud to have won this award again. Again, a testament to our clients and also the hard work that I think we've been putting in. We're a relatively young firm compared to some of the other names up there. So we really, really do honor this award, and thank you to you guys for running this award. Thank you.
Fantastic. Awesome, and congratulations. Folks, on to private banking. Our top private bank award. In third place, RMB Private Bank. In second place, Standard Bank Private Banking. And our overall winner for the top private bank award 2023, Nedbank Private Wealth. Nandiswa.
Wow. If this was an in-person event, I'd be asking the rest of my team that is online with me to join me up on stage to receive the award. Thank you so much. I mean, it's an honor for me to be receiving this. Being named top private bank really is an honor for Nedbank. It really speaks to our connected wealth CVP, to what we continuously try to do for our clients, to service them, to build long-term relationships with them, and to really advise them and make sure that we're able to build long-term trusted relationships with them. It really is an honor. Thank you so much. I'm really proud. I think we need to have a party as a team.
You absolutely do. And so, we've been looking at these submissions and the ratings for a number of years, and we've been observing the changes in the categories. Congratulations to Nedbank Private Wealth. We've been watching you very closely, and to have you today come out as the winner has been a very interesting journey.
I am deeply proud of my team. Thank you so much.
Deservedly so. Folks, on to the People's Choice Awards. Now, these awards are based solely on client ratings from our survey. We'd first like to start with the People's Choice Award for Wealth Management. In third place, a newcomer to our awards, Sterling Private Wealth. Congratulations, your debut performance. In second place, Brenthurst Wealth Management. And this year's winner of the People's Choice Award for Wealth Managers is Centric Wealth Advisory, winning the award for 3 years in a row. And here to accept, Sean.
Thank you, Grant. Yeah, to win this 3 years in a row, it's a fantastic achievement. We're really, really proud of it. And yeah, I think this one is a direct reflection on our client surveys. So thank you to our clients for everything and the trust that they put in us as well, to look after their hard-earned wealth. So thank you to you guys. Thank you to our team. It's been an incredible night for us. We are definitely going to be celebrating.
Awesome. Very well done. Next up, we have the People's Choice Award for Private Banks. In third place, RMB Private Bank. In second place, Nedbank Private Wealth. And our winner for 2023 is Investec. Folks, Investec Private Bank has reigned in this category for many years. Congratulations, Investec. Here to accept their award is Prudence. Prudence, please, let's have you accept this award.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, Intellidex. Wow, it is such a privilege to be accepting, and I'm so honored to be accepting this on behalf of Investec. This award is truly testament to the hard work of our teams and the commitment of our teams to Investec, and more importantly, to our clients who continue to see us as their private bank of choice and the work that we deliver to them. So thank you so much. It's an honor.
Congratulations
It's a real honor.
once again. Well done. Folks, before we wrap, we'd like to now ask one of our most important partners on this award and the survey research and the entire process, and for many, many years, our partner in this work, Financial Mail's Investors Monthly. Please welcome Rob Rose, who is the editor of Financial Mail. Hi, Rob. Can we get Rob on camera and audio? Let's see if Rob can get this. Folks, we won't delay you. We may be having some technical difficulties over here. But I wanted to say on behalf of Intellidex, a tremendous gratitude to Rob and his team at Financial Mail and Investors Monthly for always being a great partner in this process. Also a reminder that this week, on Thursday, the Financial Mail will be on the shelves, and as usual, there will be a special supplement in the magazine that covers in greater detail all of the findings of the research. So please get your hands on a copy of the Financial Mail on Thursday. We also invite you to explore more of our work at intellidex.co.za, and you can get hold of us at toppbwm@intellidex.co.za. Folks, we would like to invite you to start to get ready for next year's awards. We will be hosting an information session like we did last year, and we'd be honored to have you join us early in the year so that we can kick off the research for next year. Congratulations to all of our winners today. It's been a wonderful experience. It's been great being with you. Please celebrate. Keep up the hard work. You're doing magnificent work. And to the folks who didn't win today, trust me, it has been the toughest year to make the decisions, and we really appreciate the work of our judges to help us. Congratulations to the winners. There is always next year. Keep up the good work, keep improving, and we'll see you then. This is the Intellidex team signing off from Johannesburg.